students, Mrs. Dando here, the school counselor at Ridgeview Elementary School. And if you're here this summer or watching from home, watching on vacation, I guess I'm your school counselor too. And this summer, or whenever you might be watching this, we are learning some incredible coping skills to get us through hard, challenging, difficult times when our feelings are overwhelming.
Ooh, just what I've been waiting for.
And I brought this basketball here to help me with my last coping skill today. No, we're not gonna play a game of basketball. Because today we're gonna be learning about growth mindset. You've probably heard a teacher or some other grown-up at school talk with you a little bit about growth mindset. And today we're gonna learn about how having a growth mindset can help you get through hard, stressful, difficult times so that you can be okay, even when things are hard.
We've got trouble.
Speaking of things that are hard, for me, playing basketball is super hard. If I were to take this ball down to the school gym and shoot,
Foul!
I would most likely miss the hoop a lot of times. You see, basketball is one of those things in life that does not come easy for me. I'm just not super athletic, and that's okay. But let's say basketball is something I do want to get better at. Now, if I go down to the gym and I miss and miss and miss and miss, you could think of it as I'm failing.
Wah, wah, wah.
I was not very successful. Maybe you've heard this though. Failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is just a part of success. You see, if I take this ball down and I keep trying and trying and trying, I'm eventually going to make it. I'm eventually gonna get one shot. Now, I failed a lot of times along the way before I made it, but I did it. My failure didn't mean that I wasn't successful. My failure didn't mean I couldn't do it. My failure was just a small step on my way towards success. And that's what having a growth mindset is all about.
Oh, thank you.
When things get hard, when we feel like we are failing, we are still able to grow, learn, and get better at the things that are hard for us. Let me get rid of this ball. We all have things in life that are a little bit harder for us. For some of us, it could be a sport, reading, math, learning a new instrument, something in gymnastics or dance, all kinds of different things. And when we fail, when we don't get it right, it can be so frustrating.
Okay, not what I had in mind.
Frustration is like that angry feeling you get when something goes wrong over and over and over again. Like probably when you learned how to tie your shoes for the first time. You didn't get it the first time. It was frustrating. Or when you first learned how to ride a bike. You probably fell off a lot of times.
Paddling, keep paddling.
But failure is a part of life. Well, doesn't that sound so lovely? And the best way to get through those hard, frustrating failures is to keep a growth mindset. In fact, I have another example. My Ridgeview kids probably know I enjoy running. I'm not the best runner, I'm not the fastest runner, but I like to run. And for a long time, I was running races, and every race, I had to stop and walk. And while I kind of felt a little bit like a failure, but I didn't give up. Could have said something like, well, what's the point in trying to run another race? I'm just gonna lose again anyways. I'll never be good at running. But instead, I told myself, okay, I can do this. I can set a goal, run the whole race without stopping, practice, and eventually I'm going to get it.
I figured since I've gone this far, might as well turn around, just keep on going.
And I ran a few more races where, again, I walked, but eventually, I was able to run my first race last November where I did not stop at all.
I can do hard things. I think. No, I can.
My point is, I didn't give up. Even though things were hard, even though I kind of wanted to give up, I kept reminding myself that I can learn, do better, and keep growing. And that, my friends, is a growth mindset. A growth mindset just simply says, I know that I can get stronger, smarter, faster, and better at doing things by trying when things get hard. You can have a growth mindset, or you can also have a fixed mindset. Which one do you have? I don't know. What's a fixed mindset even look like? What a great question. A fixed mindset looks a little like this. Someone with a fixed mindset doesn't like to try new things, especially if they don't think they're going to be good at it. If they lose or get upset, they sometimes blame other people. Somebody with a fixed mindset gives up pretty easily too. They might even get jealous or upset when other people do better than them. But if you have a growth mindset, it looks like this. You're excited to try new things. You even want to know if you got the wrong answer because you know that it's gonna help you do better next time. Someone with a growth mindset knows that they can get smarter, stronger, and better at things if they try. They keep trying even when things get hard. And somebody with a growth mindset is okay when other people are better at them at something. So remember how I said that failure isn't the opposite of success, it's just a part of success. There are people every day who are famous and like super good at stuff who have failed at a lot of different things. Some famous failures include people like Albert Einstein. You know, that guy's pretty smart. But did you know that Albert Einstein couldn't even talk until he was 4 years old? His teachers even said that he would never amount to very much.
How rude.
But he proved them wrong. Or how about Michael Jordan? You know, basketball legend Michael Jordan. But before he was a famous NBA basketball player, guess what? He got cut from his high school basketball team. Can you imagine if he let that failure be the end of his basketball career? We would never have Space Jam #1. How about this guy, Walt Disney? I bet you guys have seen a Disney movie a time or two. Anybody been to Disney World, Disneyland? Guess what? He was actually fired from his newspaper job because he wasn't imaginative enough. As you can see, failure doesn't mean that you're not going to succeed. Failure is just part of the journey as you're on your way to success. And that's why having a growth mindset is so important. When we fail, we're actually growing our brain stronger, a little bit better, and learns a little bit more. So, how can you have a growth mindset? I've got 3 easy tips to help you with your growth mindset. Tip 1, the power of yet. Y-E-T. Such a simple, easy word to help you get through hard things. I can't do this yet. If I'm shooting my basketball over and over, I could think 2 different things. I give up. This is lame. I'm never gonna do this. I can't do it. That's not helpful. Surely is not gonna help me actually make a basket. Instead, I could tell myself, I can't do this yet. That's gonna help my brain focus on positive thoughts. How about you? What's something hard that you're working on right now? Stay positive. You got this. You just can't do it yet. Tip 2, remind yourself that when you fail, you're getting stronger and smarter. A lot of times when we fail, our brain starts going into stinking thinking mode. We start thinking all kinds of terrible things about ourselves. Instead, when you fail, remind yourself that it's another way for your brain to get smarter. In your brain, there are little things called neurons that actually grow when you fail. It's true. It's science. It's brain science. And every time you fail, picture your brain growing more neurons. Which leads me to my 3rd tip. Ask for help. You're a kid, and sometimes you still need help. I mean, really, I'm an adult and I still need help. When you're struggling and failing over and over and over again, it can get really frustrating. And anybody can start to feel pretty upset, but you're not on your own. Part of having a growth mindset is knowing that it's okay to ask for help. Everyone needs help every once in a while. It's kind of like when you play a video game and you suddenly get a cheat code to get through a hard part in a video game. That's what asking for help can feel like. It's not gonna fix everything for you, but it can help you get through a really challenging part so that you can get to the successful part. So as you try new things, as you learn and get better at all of those things that you love, remember to keep a growth mindset. Remind yourself you can't do it yet, but you will eventually. Well, that's all the time that I have for you today. In fact, it's all the time that I have for you this summer. I hope you've enjoyed our social emotional learning this summer, or whenever you decided to watch this. Maybe it's not the summer anymore, I don't know. Remember to focus on those healthy coping skills as you jump into the next school year. And also remember, you belong, you matter, and you are worthy.